Hello, after a sneeze. Here's something I totally agree with. XXY type guys get accused of all sorts of problems, not because we were actually at fault, but because the person in question was uncomfortable with our presentation. So they retaliate. That's all this is. Retaliation relating to their own personal confusion. Try looking at it this way. The XXY brain is default female. Sorry guys, but pay attention. Most of us use a male persona to engage and meet the world. Our inherent actions, reactions and byplay are shaped by a female perspective. And that's no matter how much retraining is attempted by behavior scientists. This is embedded the reactions in the person's core being. The results of this is what the world sees male, perceives female, and gets confused. When people are confused, they react differently than when they're being logical. Women, by the way, think logically, as do men, just not with the same priorities. And absolutely agree with that, and that's the way I think as well. The only problem with that is that the person who writes that is an absolute prick in general. But he does come up with some great points like that. He's narrow-minded and conservative and very much a right-winger to the point of extremism and no heart. Very much so like extremist left-wingers as well, who have no heart as well and don't mind throwing Molotov cocktails at politicians or police or other people. You know, so we've all got our little ways of doing things, but this is my way of doing things now. Taking the information that I need from the right place and putting it on the net. My first few videos on this series were to clarify why I'm not on that side. Now, brothers, when you're looking at this, everybody else is in check at the moment. It's a dodgy one. I ask you, all of you who know me from that last site, not to mention anything. I would like to do videos that explain how I see XXY and intersex and stuff. And yes, I am aware of your uncomfortableness, some of you XXYs, with being called intersex. I'm aware of that anyway, regardless of what I see recently or not. But the fact is that we are not males, you see. I'm sorry to freak you all out there, people, but and transgendered people, I'm also going to freak you out here with my bold statement here, but any transgendered person, I'm never going to be able to call you the sex that you changed into, and I equally won't call you the sex that you were. I'll call you intersex, intergender. I don't care what word we use. Middle sex. I actually don't mind middle sex. So if you go with middle sex, it would be great, so that we could all finally agree on something that could actually help us progress together instead of arguing with each other and having everything to be so perfect, picture perfect. It's never going to be picture perfect. But we're certainly not men. XXYs are not men. And it's in that line there that I read out already. Let me find it again. Yeah, the XXY brain is default female. And this one, most of us use a male persona to engage and meet the world. Totally. I mean, I have a male persona. People see me as a male, you know. Technically, if, you know, we were to sit down next XY talk and discuss this, then obviously nobody would vote for me being intersex at the end of the day, because they would just see male. So my persona is definitely male in most of my ways, yeah. No, this sentence was talking about people googling people in the workplace at their private parts, you know. I'm sure everybody does that. Everybody looks at people's private parts. And no, I know that my look will might not continue to have the privilege now of being able to look through what was once my back garden, xxytalk.com, and how in hell I read what I'm reading these days, how in hell all that stuff is up there and it's okay, is unbelievable. I think it's, that they always try and make an example out of somebody so that it puts people off. They need one person to make example of, so it puts everybody off going absolutely into their own minds and having their own opinions. So I must be that person, because I can't understand how certain people are allowed to speak and talk the way they do on that site. And I was very encouraging. Also, yeah, Justin, I am extremely disappointed with you. I'll have a talk with you in Dublin. I've been considering, will I bother doing a video on YouTube before I see you in a week? But to be honest with you, I prefer you to know my true feeling right through this camera before we meet in real life. Because, believe it or not, you have been given the welcome team thing on the XXY talk, and they like you. Boz likes you. Boz never liked me. I think it's again another play, because they just need one Irish person, so they've got you now. They don't need me now. I think it's disgraceful that I'm not on there, and I think it's doubly and triply disgraceful that nobody has really fucking come on to say, yeah, why not? And nobody's really commented on the videos. Maybe they can't find them here on YouTube, but I think it is a fucking sick world, and it's obvious that this world will go down and down and down and down unless we all get together, people. And yeah, my girlfriend saying like, yeah, Gavin, it is a bit of a shame. You're probably going to die before you get any appreciation, like all the greats. And it is like that. I do think I'm great, but I'm not big-headed, you see. But I do think I'm great, which took a long time for me to have in my brain, to feel that I'm actually good for certain things. God, when I was off testosterone as a teenager, without producing it, I was fucked. Never had confidence, but I do have confidence now. And yeah, and I'm not overly big-headed, but I'm on a mission, people. How many soldiers do you know that are relaxed? Yeah, I'm not relaxed on these points. No, I need to be on XXY Talk, invited back on and welcomed back on. From my point of view, if a year's video work on YouTube isn't enough to prove my passion, do you hear my passion? That's not anger what I'm speaking of, that is passion and frustration, but not anger. It hasn't made itself into anger. Frustration does make you angry eventually, most of the time. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go now. I will get that IP CD thing that changes my IP address if I ever get kicked off XXY Talk again. If they ever bother to work it out and take me off again, I will, and you will have 2,000 members within 2 weeks, because I'll get all my friends to join XXY Talk at the same fucking time. Okay? There's no way stopping it. Be nice to me, I'll be nice too. But I've waited a year now, roughly a year, and I'm not waiting anymore. Time is running short, and we need to talk openly, straight out, and clearly. Goodbye.